Hey, it's Ryan with Guitar Results, and I just want to do a quick video on where to start as a beginner. And I'm not even going to play anything on guitar. Depending on your style of music, what you're interested in, your musical background, what your goals are, if you're a complete beginner to music entirely, if you played piano when you were a kid, or drums, or saxophone, or whatever, depending on where you're at, you're going to move at different paces. You're going to have different strengths, different weaknesses. This is all fine. Overall, as a beginner, there's one thing that is never going to hurt you to improve on and to make it better, which is rhythm. So when you're playing music, there is always rhythm. Think of it as the foundation that music sits upon. Music happens, there's a start, it goes over time, and then it ends. So there's always time, and there's always a beat, there's always a rhythm, okay? Everything you're going to do, whether you're strumming, you're singing while you're strumming, or just singing, and it doesn't even matter what instrument it is. Rhythm is constant. There needs to be an awareness of rhythm, and the more that awareness builds up and the stronger it is, the better you're going to be at everything. And having a good feel of the rhythm is going to make your playing that much better. And there is a lot that goes into music, but rhythm is first. And often guitar players are going to work on chords, trying to get those chords down, and they're important, and you're going to use them, and they're going to be fun, but you still have to change them in time. And this is the biggest issue with beginners, is that they're learning chords and they're not changing those chords. They're pausing, they're trying to perfect the chords, the rhythm doesn't get worked, and this could even be detrimental. The main reason is that you're going to get discouraged, you're not going to be playing actual music, and you're going to end up giving up if you're not careful. So we want to make sure we're playing in time, and you should play things slow to start with, right? Take it down quite a few notches. Go slower than you think you need to. Most people, especially beginners, they hear a song and they try playing the song and they just go right for full speed. You should be going for like a tenth of the speed, if even that. Once you get whatever piece of music you need memorized, let's say you learn the first 4 notes or 2 chords, whatever it is, you then coordinate it, make sure you're going back and forth, whether it's chords or notes, and you know where to go, so you don't have to think about that. By memorizing it, it's kind of like you're downloading it into your mind, so your brain isn't buffering as you're playing. If you have to think about what's next while you're going, it's going to be very hard to play in time, because your mind is going to get distracted because you're multitasking. You're going to be thinking, wait, I'm doing this, I'm strumming, oh, what's the next chord? Oh, wait, oh yeah, that's hard. And it's too late. You got too many things happening. It's like if you open a bunch of apps on your computer all at once, things bog down. We want to get that stuff downloaded into our mind. It doesn't have to, you might play it, it doesn't sound like the song. You're in that, often hear people say that, oh, I'm playing this, but it doesn't sound right. That's fine. It won't at first, because you're playing the notes one at a time, not in rhythm. As you then get the pattern, you then listen to the song and you try to hear the rhythm, but slow down. If you don't know how to slow things down in your mind, you can listen to the song on YouTube, go to the settings if you're on your computer or laptop, and you can turn it down to 75% speed, half speed, and you could even custom put in the speed you want if you're on a computer. If you're on your phone or iPad, you will have to only put 75 or 50% or 25%, which will probably be too slow. It's going to sound terrible. But we need to be able to slow things down. By making this adjustment, okay, your brain starts to be able to process music, and as you're practicing it slow, you'll hear the song, but slowed down. Having this awareness and being able to speed things up and slow things down is something you will use all the time when you're practicing forever. It's not just like you'll do it and then you get the song and you never do that again. You're going to keep doing this. Once you get the song, you then need to refine it. You'll take little chunks. You'll work those chunks very slowly, work out whatever, iron out the issues, bring them back into the full song. When you're playing, if you play in a band and perform, often the drummers get too excited and go too fast, so then you have to speed up the song. And you need to be able to take the song and work it at different speeds. Often, if you're in a band, you might play a song and they might decide, oh, let's do it a little slower, let's speed it up to match the feel of where the song is in the set list. Or depending on who you're playing with, maybe that other person can't play at full speed, you gotta slow it down, right? So there's different scenarios and it's flexible. It's not like one thing is what it is. All right, so if you're ever stuck on that, listen to the song at different speeds. You could always watch live performances. You'll hear bands, they might speed up or slow down as they're going. It's not consistent, or they might play it entirely at a different speed and do a different version of it. All right, so rhythm is number one. Focusing on rhythm, hearing the beat. If you're listening to music, find the pulse of the music, okay? We want to get this stuff built in. It's one of the easiest ways to get very strong in your feel of music. And think about a baby or a toddler. When children are first introduced to music, they start bouncing to the music and having fun with it, and they enjoy it. If you ever are with a child and you're seeing some live music, they love it. They just go up and they start dancing around. They are carefree and they're just enjoying the movement. Rhythm is in everything. Everything vibrates at a certain frequency. You have a heartbeat, right? Everything moves in rhythms. There's day and night. There's seasons. We need to get more and more accustomed to rhythm. Everything works within it, and music is absolutely built off of rhythm. As that gets stronger, you will work on other things. You're not just going to get your rhythm to like level 10 and everything else is at level 0. You'll just build that up stronger at first, and as you work on other things, that'll make learning those other things easier to coordinate. Because on guitar, getting these hands to coordinate and move around in time is kind of one of the biggest issues. You will still keep focusing on your rhythm. You're never going to stop that. But that will support all the other stuff happening. Work on your rhythm, work on your timing, listen to music, enjoy the music, tap your foot to it, snap your fingers, move to it, whatever you got to do. And the more complex the music is, the more we have to keep track of rhythmically. If you're listening to simple, straightforward music, there's less you have to worry about, but we should still make it super strong. That's just today's bit of advice. Focus on rhythm. If you're getting started, it's going to help you more than anything else. And if you want more help with that, check out our Strumming Success free mini course at guitarresults.com or our Beginner Guitar Basics course. And I'll see you there.